though it's low on HP or more or less not full HP, and the Alchemist comes in, for example, and lands a stun point, there's always a potential of killing the Death Prophet with the puck.
Prepare for battle.
It is Zai on the Bat Rider. Winter, I think I was right, buddy. Fear on the Sven, but I think it's a carry Sven.
Yeah, he's...
I told you! You didn't believe me!
I am believing you now.
Oh, ye've little faith. This is pretty greedy though by EG. But let's see if NEWBEE can punish it.
What are they gonna do? I've seen this once before. There was a team I can't remember who did a Bat Rider plus Darkseid offlane together.
I remember the Darkseer Clockwork days from Rattlesnake. I don't remember a Bat Rider Darkseer.
Bounty Hunter or something along those lines. Go lanes. If you look at the heroes, okay, so they have melee carry and enchantress. So at the start of the game, the Darkseer can pressure the lane. So if you have a dual lane, it means the first two fill with a creep before the enchantress comes to the lane. This lane melee, you cannot actually last it in the lane.
Is he just gonna? Is he just? Yeah, I guess he has to. I was like, well, the only other thing I can think of is that he surges the first creep in to push the lane, so it pushes back. Really, then he has surge at level 1, so...
That's a really old playstyle. I don't think you do that now against melee. Even not against a melee,
the battle
you get double
begins.
show up on the lane.
Yeah. Okay, let's introduce the teams though. Game 1 of a TI4 showdown. We have NEWBEE on the Radiant side. Banana will be handling the Enchantress to put Sunshine onto the Shaman. Moo will be going mid as the puck, and the off lane is Rabbit, so good call there on the Alchemist. How safe lane is the Lycan, gets the range creep in front. And meanwhile, for EG, you've got Zai playing the Bat Rider into the enemy jungle to start things off. Universe on the Darkseer off lane. Maybe the Bat even just looks to jungle fairly early on in the enemy woods. Got Arteezy playing the Death Prophet.
I think his plan is going to be this, annoying the lane though.
Okay, we'll see.
I'm not sure.
PPD the Dazzle, and then Fear will get the safe lane Swarm, so perhaps Fear can repeat his exploits from years past. But yeah, he does seem to be trying to annoy the lane for now.
Wait, he's gonna wait for the support to pull a bit and then start firefighting to steal the experience. Is that the plan? What is the plan? Gonna steal the camp.
So they want to slow down the Shaman's early level progression, it seems, and also pressure the Lycan.
Well. And
yeah. And Sunshine going for the pull through, not going to get it, as I will quickly clear out the creeps, and these two are both very good at clearing waves. The Bat Rider as well as the Darkseer. So this is going to put the Lycan under a lot of early pressure.
I'm gonna burn this wave, get level 2 and start jungling on this side of the map. Really weird.
Well, he's getting quite a few creeps denied, but
yeah,
he will get this.
Oh no!
Oh, he got it anyway.
Oh my god, that base damage on Bat Rider. Mercy, please, Ice Rock, no more nerf Bat Rider base damage.
You're biased, Winter. First gank. Oh, backs off. Universe has already surged out of here. There's not even a Dire Observer ward to get. Oh, actually, no, there is. Never mind. Couldn't see it on the minimap.
One day, Bat Rider would have lower base damage than Regis.
He's getting there, man. But what if Sticky Napalm just gave you, like, I would be okay with that if Sticky Napalm did more, but it just takes a while to stack it up, you know?
But this can stack the right side. He tried a double stack just now. Gonna get 3 stacks here, but he won't have... Oh, he has a clarity. He's gonna get almost to level 4 I think. Stack. Still looking good for him. So the objective of what he did at the start was just to secure level 2 so he can jungle and hopefully steal some experience away from the Shaman and give the Lycan some form of pressure in the first wave, I guess. That was the plan.
Oh, Rabbit gets juked in the trees and ends up stunning himself. And now we'll be driven back a bit by PPD, who throws out the Poison Touch. He's already level 3, but there's nothing to throw a heal to, unfortunately.
Yeah, PPD has a teleport score and no skill points remain to take, so he can actually back anyone.
Yeah, he can skill grave if he needs to, or he can maybe go for a kill with the heal bomb if the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, like the thing I like about Dazzle support is when you get free reign to keep pulling, you can do a lot of camps because you can keep repeatedly hit stacks by pulling Dazzle, and you get a lot of experience at that part. And you can see he's yeah, and compared to the enemy support, which is slightly ahead.
And it seems that EG were on the money about NEWBEE, where, you know, they're not going to go for too much early pressure running the Shaman support and the Lycan safe lane. They really can't against this off-lane Darkseer. Then the Lycan's just going to get dove.
Like we mentioned before, we talked if a Lycan free farm must have something that you're getting trade off, otherwise Lycan wrecks the game. Lycan just being so strong with a few items and just takes over the game.
I think they have the tools to deal with Lycan. You've got Grave to kite him in ult form, you've got the Sven armor from Warcry that we talked about, Surge to help your teammates run away from him, Lasso to lock him down through BKB. They have everything they need to deal with a farm Lycan.
Just in case the wolf beats the rat, catch it.
that's not progress though if the wolf becomes a rat.
The rat
That's going backwards.
That's a big rat, so...
And you can see just how... That's a really big and very dangerous, vicious rat. That's a New York City rat. I do like the way that NEWBEE are handling this though, because even if they're not getting aggressive, they are prioritizing the Shaman level 6. Although, EG want to go, they surge in the bat rider, they're going to dive Sansheng. He could go for a Hex here, but he's got to wait until the surge wears off, and it's already too late. First blood with the Ion Shell is confirmed for EG, and now they push.
So he gets levels and he comes and ganks the lane. This is like similarly where they are giving farm to the support and they catch the support out of the... Just a very good play by G, understanding what NEWBEE is trying to do and just punishing the support, getting the experience. Now they're gonna try and smoke. Maybe Samsung is gonna meet up with Banana, get a creep. Okay, they don't have the best creeps to gank though, but I think they still want to smoke because EG has been rotating and crashing the back a lot. They need to get something done on the other side of the map.
Yeah, realistically, they're not killing the Darkseer at this stage of the game. They don't have enough lockdown, they don't have the right creeps for it. But the Death Prophet's possible. Oh, he's gonna reveal it, but he walks in a little bit too far. Right into the Shadow Shaman's waiting arms now. Can go for a Hex, he'll go for the Aether Shock instead. Doesn't have mana for Hex, but the Orb, if needed, would have gotten the kill. It wasn't needed. They end up getting it by the Enchantress instead.
I want to say that's actually a worthy death by the Bat Rider, the support Bat Rider.
Saves the Death Prophet mid, that's true.
Actually, it's either gonna save the Prophet or the Sven. Or the Dazzle, maybe. Dazzle can save the Sven, so I'm not sure if they can kill the Sven, but Death Prophet was the one at the most risk. It was level 6.
Speaking of the Sven, he's gone for early treads on Fear, so going for a little bit more power early game, and with the heal here and the ultimate from Fear, they end up getting the Tony out.
The heal bomb, 3 melee creeps around there, and they're gonna spot out Banana. Is Arteezy gonna come in for this kill? Bat Rider can stack the napalm up on him, hoping to get the kill.
They're bringing in PPD, but this is just to force Banana out. They do not want this Enchantress taking away the Bat Rider's jungle. And at this point, I don't think she can really be in there against the Bat. He's already level 5, has Tranquil Boots. He's scary. But Banana's going to try to keep the pressure up.
They have a ward up there though, LD, so keep tabs of the progress of the Bat Rider. That's the good news of the Enchantress running in this.
And they do have Coil on Moo. And this might be where he looks to make a move towards those creeps if he finds an opening. They really don't want to just give the Bat an early blink like this. And
Activation just for the Alchemist maybe. The Alchemist can catch up later. He's just gonna be staying around though. He's gonna have big levels here. Gonna help his team make sure that all the laning phase is going with the Alchemist and come. Meanwhile, he's gonna be able to pressure the Lycan a lot because the supports are...
This Lycan actually had to go for a bottle because he's just constantly burning down to the Ion Shell and didn't feel like he could just farm a Vlad straight away Winter, but it does delay that Vlad's as a result.
The bottle is actually quite good. Coming into the mid game, just like how defensively his carries with bottle. If you get a good real middle lane, Arteezy gets called up. He's gonna get silent or a Grave. Is he gonna leave? No TPs go there. I think he's still gonna fall.
Oh, he's pretty fast though. That last right click doesn't hit him at the right time, and then they bring in the Bat Rider. And with the stick charges, Arteezy will end up surviving. Moo tries to turn, but the slow turn rate from the Napalm puts him near the creep wave, and that's a big commitment for no gain at all. The shallow grave pays off.
PPD there, always at the right time to build his team up, either with the Trend Protector or with the Death Blow.
That's true, it is a PPD classic. Just having that healing type hero.
And I think he plays this 3-0 really well, like Shadow Demon, Trend, or Dazzle, this 3. All to build team, you know.
Well, now EG in good shape as this laning stage continues to take shape. Headdress up for Universe. Mech won't be too far off as NEWBEE smoke and look to make a move mid. Arteezy's got his core items.
Can send urgency in the newbie side. They know they have to get something done. All the littles going too well for them.
And it really just goes back to the fact that Enchantress has not been able to find openings. And the pressure on the bottom lane has really shut down the Lycan Shaman and prevented any early towers. Prevented...
He's like 10 CS behind the Sven at this point.
It just seemed like EG, like they knew what NEWBEE were going to do even before it happened. With leaving the Shaman bottom and trying to put the Lycan in the woods and be really greedy, they were completely ready for that and immediately punished it with the first blood.
Yeah, just look at how Arteezy is positioning himself. He's so afraid when he can see his supports
is under attack.
Well, he should be, because they are coming mid. But they won't find him. He's just chilling in the trees, and they can't push it without the wards that quickly. They can try and slowly work this tower down, but it's going to take a while, and Arteezy can spam out the wave a bit. By the way, you'll be happy to note, Winter, that he is max Witchcraft first, not the Crypt Swarm.
Yeah, he knows. I mean, he's been doing that every game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think we saw one yesterday that didn't, though, and it was very disappointing. Well, bottom lane, Zai will dive. He finds How with the lasso, pulls him back into the wall, and into a double Ion Shell. They get a kill on the Lycan. And once again, well, actually Moo tries to come in and help his team, but Orb's out, almost dies to the Ion Shell. Has to retreat. They will coil up the Bat Rider, then they shackle him in position with Song Sheng, and they do get the counter kill, but it's not an easy one. Then PPD arrives, looking for Moo, who Orbs out to the south side. Looks like we'll make the retreat. The Enchantress also on the way, but Sven is here. Sven has come, and he wants kills. He looks for Moo. Moo will melt, doesn't even get in range for the right click, and the tower can't be denied by the creeps. The Lycan Wolves attempt it, but they fail. And everywhere that you look, it's just EG overrunning NEWBEE.
This is just a really early build from the Sven. Getting a blink, no drums, no mass of death, nothing. Just a blink to fight.
It's so much better on Sven now that it doesn't cost mana.
Yeah, it's so much better on everyone because it doesn't cost mana. Like, to be honest, everyone that uses Blink early now, the Panda, the Sven, the Red King, all the Strength Hero, the Sand King.
Yeah, I think for Moo mid lane. Nah, is he really going in here? The stun will go on Rabbit. Worried that Moo might be able to phase shift it if he throws it on him. And the wards will now be dropped. They hold PPD in position, and they will get the kill before he's able to get off a defensive shallow grave. So a nice turn by NEWBEE, but it's not wards in range of a tower. They're not taking objective for this, and they're only getting the one kill on a support Dazzle. So I'm not sure if it's good enough. And so they'll bring in the Lycan as well, but Fear's waiting for him in the river, and they can maybe kill him off with a nuke. Actually vacuum him up to the high ground. Universe, Dota in action, but How pops ult, runs away to the north, and now Universe has held in place by the coil, but there's just no follow-up for that. EG end up getting the kill, keeping everybody alive, and the Puck, as he goes down, just watches his ally helplessly run to the north.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That vacuum was so sick. It was just a level 2 vacuum.
Yeesh. EG are just on another level right now compared to NEWBEE.
Top tower is under attack.
The way they were approaching the game is very interesting. The way they played the game. Either that's like a semi-support, I would say. Disrupting farm and just coming to gang even without lasso. Just running around. Not focusing on farming the blink, but just helping the team. And now he gets the blink because of that.
Well, How has gone for Midas. Not going to complete a Vlad's right away, but wants to play catch-up after a pretty... It's not even that his CS is bad, but it's just that they haven't taken any towers, and we're already 13 minutes in.
Yeah, we were talking about, you have Ench, you have Shaman, you have Lycan, you should take towers, but everyone is standing now, every single tower of GG's.
They gotta do something soon, Winter. Because you go too much later in this game, and EG, it's gonna be almost impossible to fight them around the Roche pit, I feel. Like, you're gonna be up against Bat Rider near the pit, you're fighting into a Darkseer with Vacuum Wall, and you just can't kill anyone quickly because of Shallow Grave. And EG actually are the ones to make their move. They smoke up, they're gonna wrap towards the left side. While NEWBEE group near the tower. Perhaps going for a movement of their own. They almost have a Blink Dagger on move, so I think they want to wait for that before they move. And he actually go all the way towards top.
Radiant's top tower
Fear's
is
ultimate
under
ready,
attack.
and he can use this to secure the tier 1.
Rabbit might get caught when he's trying to acid spray. He might get caught.
There's dire vision now. Zai spotted them out. He can jump in momentarily. How's ult form will end. He's just made it to the top lane. They pull in Shang. But do they follow this? It looks like Zai's just overextended a bit too far. Trying to get out of here, but the shallow grave will only keep him alive for so long. Now heads away the other direction, but can't make it out. Fear starting to tank imp damage. Still they get to the big bad Sven doing his work. Can they finish him? They need one more good imp. That would do it, and Alkstone would do it as well, but nobody can get in range. The Warcry move speed is just too much, and once again, Fear Sven, both tanky and elusive. And
How did he blow him out alone?
he had his ultimate pop, but he was like at like 300 health, and Puck just blinked in, or silenced, and instantly killed him. I think it is, he hadn't seen the blink yet, because it's nighttime and he just picked it up.
Oh, that was very costly. It's even a level 2 ultimate on cooldown now. You can't take it out middle lane. Here comes the Iron Shell Bad Rider. This is one Bad Rider. Samsung dies.
Radiant's
This is the
middle
second time he
tower
died
is
to
under
Iron Shell Bad
attack.
Rider this game.
Radiant
There's just, I mean,
structures
what do
are
you do?
fortified.
Yeah, Hex isn't going to save you. Shackle
Dire's
isn't
top
going to
tower
save you
is
because
under
he's
attack.
still just killing you with Iron
Radiant's
Shell even
middle
then.
tower has fallen.
You
There's
can
just
only
nothing
play-
you could do. You can't
You
ward
can
trap
only-
him.
You can only blame the fate that you're a Jiangyu, a support, a sauce.
You need a 4-step, but you're not farming it at this rate. And even then, I don't know if it saves you. It just gives you a slight chance.
The only thing that saves him is just having Dazzle on his teammate.
And we haven't even really seen the full potential of EG's lineup, Winter. Like, for me, I'm just waiting to see if they can find a vacuum into a Storm Bolt. Can they get
And then a
that
silence.
Storm Hammer, as they call
And
it in
then a
Dota 2?
silence and whatever follow up.
Yeah,
I don't think they need-
that's where
they
the
need-
real beauty of the Sven Darkseer
They
lies.
don't really need it though. They can just lasso somebody and just vacuum whoever
Oh, no,
they
they-
want for even 2 heroes.
They don't need it. It would just be friggin' awesome.
Obviously it'd be awesome. Can make a BTS
Dire's
moment from
middle
that.
tower is under attack.
We'll hope for one.
Dire's structures
Regardless
are
of who
fortified.
wins, I at least want to see that once this game. Firefly will end for Zai. He can blink out if he needs to, and he'll just retreat up to the north side of the trees. They are spotted up by a Radiant Observer Ward, so
Dire's middle
not sure if
tower
they'll find
has
any
been
openings.
denied.
But NEWBEE are thwarted. They want to get the tower mid, and Fear managed to deny it. Now he just farms the wards. Pops his ult to clean these up a bit quicker. Yeah, just chopping the wards. He's one-shotting them and gets all the wards. Barely even takes damage. Almost has a BKB up as well. Hold that thought. Bottom lane, Arteezy on the run. The Centaur's going to be here. Dodges away from the stomp. Shang runs back the other direction. Got all twisted up while top lane. Banana has been lassoed and quickly melts. Rabbit looking for a stun. I feel like this Alchemist has just joined the game or something. I haven't seen him do much. Now tries to TP out. And now bottom lane. They do find Arteezy anyway.
He was so cocky and he went back. He just went back into a grip zone and Lycan just deadly ulti form and the wolf's body block so the shaman could follow up with a hex.
Well, Arteezy's might get carried whether he likes it or not. Because they're diving.
Top lane,
Moo's
go.
going in real hard for this. The coil was used just to try and keep them alive. Now Shang goes up for a very ambitious shackles, but it's immediately cancelled. Moo is a DD though, and this might be enough to get some retaliatory kills. They kill off 3, they only lose 1, and now they chase for Universe, but don't see them finding him without the coil. They'll try for it in 3 seconds, perhaps an
Dire's
orb.
bottom tower is
And
under
there's
attack.
no way. There's just no way. I'm not sure why they're chasing this.
They can chase him down. He has a blink already. That's just too far. Rune's gonna be bottom. It's gonna be a regen rune.
I feel like Arteezy should just move with his team more, Winter, honestly. They're very strong when they're grouped up.
He's trying to split push. About the decision. He can just join his team and push with the Sven with the DP out. Take a fight. I think they're already far strong enough to take a fight against NEWBEE.
I would also like to see them, if the next time they get a pick, just go take Roche with the Death Prophet ult. They have mech now in Universe. Like you said, they're 5-man strong, and NEWBEE are not really... I guess they just got their mech on Rabbit as well, so they have leveled up quite a bit. Maybe it's not so easy to win that fight anymore.
How farm is Universe? Plate mail, blink, and mech.
Oh, he's got a plate mail? Oh
Yeah,
my
just a
god.
plate mail.
Wow, that's
Double
really
trap,
farmed. He's almost even with Fear, who's had a great game on the Sven. And this is going to be nice as well. Like, you get the plate mail up, and I imagine we'll see the
Dire's
Shiba's guard
bottom
just straight
tower
away.
is under attack.
Shivas for sure
This-
against the Lycan. You want to slow his up. He can't deal as much damage, right? And not to mention that you have the armor for the acid spray, wards and everything. Everything is physical damage.
Yeah, and that's what I'm concerned about for NEWBEE, is it's all physical damage. And if this goes on too much longer, and yeah, EG are getting their
Dire's bottom
BKBs,
tower
so
is
you
under
can't
attack.
nuke them down. You don't have much nukes anyway. And then they're just going to be too tanky with the Sven Warcry and now the plate mail, the Shiva's guard coming soon. Arteezy maybe gets something like that later. And they'll just take the rush with these EGs. They just know they can't be fought here. NEWBEE are actually smoked top. Maybe they catch EG trying to defend this tier 1.
Yeah, you can imagine someone
Roshan has
maybe
fallen to the down.
but I don't think EG and most that defend the tier 2, not
Dire's
the tier
top
1.
tower. Dire's top tower
And Fear
has
will take the
fallen.
Aegis. There's an Enchantress creep, the Wildkin, or the Wildwing Ripper, scouting it out, looking for Zai, but he's just not there in vision. And looks like EG will be content to give up the tier 1. Do they defend the tier 2 is the question. The wards are up on the Shaman, and
Check for TP. Sven doesn't have it. They're all gonna buy
Dire's
the
top
TP.
tower
They're
is
gonna
under
defend.
attack.
but Moo doesn't have mana here. He's only got enough for Coil. He does have 2 bottle charges. Could switch to Intreds, but they're not going to get this tower. Might be another tower deny. Stormbolt coming. Moo will phase shift, so it's not a 2-hero Stormbolt that Fear was hoping for. He could Warcry to chase this. Blake's cooling down, and Moo will retreat to the north. That Stormbolt, 3 seconds. It's close. The back will prevent the TP out. Now Rabbit channels the stun again. He gets silenced. He's going to self-stun, but that might end up stunning 2 of EG. As they run next to him, it gets Universe. And Moo's just waiting now. That he wants to cut this wave and maybe going for the tower last hit. It's really low. Orbing forward, looking for it, but Zai's there with the last one. I think it's going to take 2 hits to kill this. It'll be very close. 2 hits, and that's too much. It's actually denied by Zai. Moo, painful defeat there, but he will blink to the right.
Dire's
And
bottom
meanwhile,
tower
EG are
has
like
fallen.
fighting on the other side of the map, completely across the world from this engagement. Pal finally got a tower though. It took him for ages to bring that down.
There's enough gold. BBC, the Chinese players getting armlet on Lycan nowadays. Instead of getting the neck. Oh no. And then
Dire's
I should
middle
get called
tower
out by the
is
Sven
under
with the
attack.
Iron Shout.
He was just in an awkward position. Didn't have a TP and just runs right back into the enemy team. But I'm just not seeing it. Like, NEWBEE to me just can't take larger scale engagements. They are going to have to split push, find pickoffs, but they're not really the best lineup for doing that. They don't have the Bat Rider. They don't really have the mobility of EG.
But I think they actually have enough damage to win team fight with the Howl, Acid Spray, and the Lycan hit. Doing damage, right click damage. If they can somehow the punk manages to silence the Dazzle and they take down someone immediately, they have enough damage. I think they can win a team fight.
Radiant's middle tower
Let's see if
is
they
under
agree.
attack.
For now, they're split pushing.
Radiant
Puck to the top
structures
lane.
are fortified.
Maybe until Lycan gets the next item, they will fight. He has like close to.
What do you go? So you said armlet. Do you just go straight for? If he wanted armlet, he would have bought the components by
Yeah,
now.
I think he's not sure what he
Radiant's
wants to
middle
buy
tower
because like
is under
TP doesn't
attack.
help
Radiant's
against the
middle tower has
SO and the
fallen.
DP out and the Sven.
Do you go straight for like AC or heart, like more
Yeah,
like
he needs
hard
to
carry
go
like
for
engage?
armor or, like
items?
armor items, I think armor items. AC will also bought something. Die.
Dire's
A
top
Desolator?
tower
The
is under
Arteezy,
attack.
or the Eternal Envy Desolator
He
rush?
needs army, sorry, not army, armor. Like, army.
Oh,
Guess the
BKB.
BKB still.
Yeah, there's not much to stop with the BKB.
BKB just make sure that the Sven doesn't get back the silence.
That's true. The DP silence is a bit annoying if he gets caught out by it. NEWBEE are smoked. And towards the bottom lane they trot, looking for someone from EG to poke their head out. But just as they start retreating, EG are actually moving in. Now they brought 4 in. Sangshang is poised to go, but he already used his Blink Dagger, and now the smoke's gonna wear off. Arteezy's about to get vision of him. It is nighttime. The wards drop down. And Arteezy walks in, then he backs out, then he goes in again, silences Sangshang. Bat Rider leaping forward, looking for the puck. Moo gets black, backing back in once again. Universe finding that opening that EG can follow up upon. And they want to finish him. Yeah, yeah, can't orb out.
I didn't get time to off.
That's just a panic moment when you're like, alright, I used my blink and I've been vacuumed back. I'm pretty much dead.
tower's gonna fall. They still have the Aegis for 3 minutes. Then they can
Radiant's
still go
bottom
back
tower
down.
is under attack.
That's what's gonna be on cooldown. 30 seconds,
Radiant's
38
bottom
seconds.
tower has fallen.
Somewhat when the puck respawns,
Dire's
they
middle
can go
tower
high ground
is
with
under
it.
attack.
Like,
How
it's
does
gonna
have a
cheat.
double
Dire's
damage room?
structures are
Yeah, like it's gonna try and go for the trade here. Yeah, double damage as well.
Well, he used it first now, but he keeps on pushing the mid tier 2 while EG try to siege this tower out. They've got the Sven ultimate, and with it deployed, this tower will drop pretty quickly. Universe even just karate chopping wards down. Tier 2 falls, NEWBEE defend. They're losing their tier 3s. They've got to come back sooner. They're going to lose their base. Maybe they just go for a straight Rax trade. As the puck TPs into the tower, it seems they may just be trying to stall this one out and go for that trade. Stun on the banana. They've already lost the melee Rax. Lycan's still not breaking through. He's been lassoed very deep behind enemy lines. Now pops his ultimate, retreats out, gets the tower, while the rest of the team still engaging at the base. Banana's fighting with Sangsheng. BKB comes out from fear. That cleave does so much work. Banana's still alive, but they haven't actually gotten anything mid. There's no trade in sight for NEWBEE, just the tier 3 tower. And the rest of EG make their way out. Coil already been used. No stuns ready. EG make the full successful escape.
They gain the Rex. Tier 3 was taken. They got
Radiant's
a
top
melee Rex.
tower
That was
is under attack.
victory for them. Still has his Aegis.
It's just tough for NEWBEE at this point. I feel like they just don't have a great initiator. Like, puck jumps in, but it doesn't scare EG when the puck jumps in,
Radiant's
and
top tower is
Shaman
under attack.
is too squishy to really engage.
The problem was like they only had 4 heroes. The Lycan was like he thinks that the team can't do the team fight because Puck was dead. Didn't want to come back early and
Yeah.
elected to go straight. Puck was alive. I think they can actually try and take a fight with the Puck. Or the Lycan just runs in with his
They have Death Prophet ult in 7 seconds, even though they don't have the Aegis. I wonder if EG just go straight down again. They've got Shivas coming out for Arteezy, so give them a double Shivas now. Everybody's tanking up to deal with the HAL damage. And at this point, he's got 21 armor before the Sven Warcry. With the plus 16 from that, he's sitting on 37 armor on Arteezy. And it's even more on Universe. And
yeah, how about the Dazzle?
see, that's I'm not sure they can get those kills, Winter, even without the Dazzle. Like, their damage is gonna tickle. There's no magic damage really on NEWBEE at this point. Nothing notable.
Dagon on the Puck.
No Dagon, no E-Blade, no Skywrath Mage.
Yeah,
This-
Chargers. Kill damage.
This will be tough for NEWBEE, but they are gonna try to defend right now. Throwing the orb out to scout for the Batrider, who's actually in the trees, but a little bit farther away from that. I don't think the orb actually got vision of him. But either way, they sense that this is where he'd go, and now the Wolves will confirm his presence there.
Those wolves can tank the Firefly.
Yeah, their regen is just insane. But so too is EG's ability to siege. Jumping in on the puck, he can blink out on this one, I believe. No, doesn't. Actually just gets stunned in the face. It goes down. I guess his blink was on cooldown.
He could have silenced at least.
Yeah. Drops the ward, but Arteezy just starts the siege. Now they pull Sangsheng down to the low ground. At least he used his wards first. So they still have his main tool for the defense. This is forced out a puck buyback. And EG may just be content with their victory here. Back off, farm the enemy woods, and go back for Roche, which is coming soon. 2 minutes and counting.
Lycan went for Desolator.
Yeah, this is going to be a base trade build, but when you're already down a melee Rax, and you're up against a Death Prophet and a Sven, base trading is not the easiest thing in the world to accomplish.
That's your...
Well, Navi learned that lesson the hard way. That's for sure. What do you think at this point, Winter? Like, what would you rate NEWBEE's chances at, and what can they do to come back in this game?
very difficult for them to take a straight advantage after using buybacks and trying to... They lost the fight, so they can only try. For me, I think the safer bet is for the Lycan just to try and speed push since he went for the Dazzle, so he can kill buildings faster. I mean, that's their best bet, and their defense would be like the puck spamming his orbs and acid spray, and hoping that the puck cancels the deep. Lycan is reach high ground. That's like the ideal scenario for them.
Yeah. It's a lot of conditional statements, you know. It's a lot of things that have to go their way just to have a shot.
When you're losing and you're under pressure, that's how it is. The game is not in your control anymore. Bottom lane, Alchemist is gonna get hunted by this big Bat Rider. Drops his assist spray, but it's not gonna be very helpful. Still.
Now he's in a bad position. He's managed to find himself in between the Dark Sphere, the Sven, and the Bat Rider. To throw the Stormbolt, and then the Sven just starts to go to work on him, chopping wood, as Fear quickly brings him down. That was that with this Mask of Madness and the amount of map control BG have, like Batman is always watching you basically, and he's still got his lasso ready to go. I wonder if he really needs the Mask of Madness when he's got the Dark Seer on his team.
Oh, he's gonna maybe run into the Lycan.
Oh, almost caught him.
He has 4,000 gold though, and 3,000 gold on the Alchemist. Somehow feel he needs a blink so he can actually try and do something or stop someone's TP. Like this.
Are you psychic, Winter? Like the second you said that, he bought the blink.
Yeah, I just realized.
I think you're hacking into Rabbit's brain and trying to use it to show off your knowledge.
If I could hack in a player's brain,
you'd probably be pretty imba.
I would have done other things.
Moo, looking for the Roach, snipe. He throws out the orb, but already the Ghost come forth, and Sunshine jumps in. He will throw the wards in a nice position, but Moo's not in a good position, completely in the middle of all the damage that EG is pumping out. Hal runs in, just absolutely explodes to Arteezy. Say goodbye to the big bad wall, and say goodbye to game one. NEWBEE just didn't have a shot in this one. EG looking dominant. They take it 23-8, 30 minutes in. Completely in control of this game from start to finish. One win away from lower bracket finals.
The strategy that they applied in this game, very, very interesting. Very, very good versus the way a lot of pressure by the roaming Bat Rider at the start of the game, pulling one